We are back with another monthly wrap-up of some of the weird, bizarre, and even scary news to come out of Japan over the last month. So, what happened over the last month or so? Let's take a look. Number 1. It was reported last month that on May 12th, a man in Yoichi City, Hokkaido, came home from work to discover that his car was gone. Thankfully, his security camera captured what had gone down, and he discovered that a truck with a crane had come in and taken off with it. But when the man went to the police and complained that his car had been stolen, the police disagreed. Why? Well, it turned out that the man's 90-year-old father, who suffers from dementia, accepted 10,000 yen from a man and woman who claimed they were here to pick up the car. Naturally, the father had no idea what was going on, took the money, and they took the car and left. But according to the police, because he accepted the money, technically no crime was committed, and certainly not theft. And so, the man has been left to track down the car by himself, with no idea who this man and woman might be, and police not offering to help. Since this incident made the news, many have argued that the owner of the car didn't agree to any sale, so it can't be legal either way. And others have criticized police for not doing anything at all to help. As of making this video, the whereabouts of the car and who the couple are still remains unknown. Number 2. It's currently summer in Japan, and if you've ever spent any time there during this time of year, you'd know how sweltering it can get. And last month, a 27-year-old man was arrested for being part of a bank fraud group. How is this connected? Well, he was spotted walking around outside wearing long sleeves and a waistcoat. Extremely odd attire for summer. According to reports, the 27-year-old was in front of Kuki Station in Saitama on June 17th when some nearby police officers spotted him. It was a stinking hot day, and yet the man didn't even have his sleeves rolled up. And so, finding this somewhat suspicious, they went over to question him. But instead, the man ran, taking a taxi and the train, leading to the police following him by helicopter. Upon checking security cameras, they found that the suspect had withdrawn 500,000 yen from a nearby convenience store, using a card with someone else's name on it. Eventually, they were able to board the train he was on and arrested him. But when questioned, the man simply said, "I don't know anything about it." Clearly, if you're going to commit fraud in summer, don't do it wearing winter clothing for some reason. Number 3. In somewhat interesting news, if you're going to be in Tokyo this July, make sure you head over to Shibuya to check out the upcoming Fear exhibition. If you want to pay some folks money to feel scared, these artists are here to help you. Running from July 18th to August 31st at the Beam Gallery in Shibuya, the theme of this exhibit is very simple: fear. It's the work of 3 artists. Horror writer Nashi, who was inspired by reading Hashaku-sama online as a child. Tonka Seitaro, who runs a company dedicated to horror. And Omori Tokyo, a producer for TV Tokyo. They hope to make you question just what it is that makes us feel afraid, particularly on a psychological level. Tickets cost 2,300 yen, so if you get the chance, make sure to head over and check it out. Number 4. It seems that, perhaps thanks to social media, a rather odd phenomenon has been on the rise with Japanese youth again lately. Duels. Often referred to as Taiman, or a one-on-one fight, it was reported last month that 2 teenage girls, members of a delinquent group, were arrested after someone saw them fighting and called the police. It turned out that one of them had called the other out on social media, and so they agreed to meet at a car park at 8:30 that night to settle their grievance with fisticuffs. Another post on social media also went viral on July 15th for showing two young men also taking part in a Taiman, or duel, in another car park. These fights are, of course, illegal and have been since a law was put into effect all the way back in 1889. Sadly, it appears that social media has made calling people out for duels much easier in recent times, so this doesn't seem like a problem that can or will be easily solved soon. Number 5. In somewhat related news, more videos of delinquent teens have gone viral recently for another reason. Popping wheelies down the middle of Tokyo's busy streets. At the end of May, a group of 10 youths posted videos of themselves riding through Shibuya's Scramble Crossing, ignoring cars beeping at them and running red lights. Only 3 days before that, a different account also posted footage of some kids on bikes doing wheelies in another part of Tokyo. Fortunately, it seems no one was hurt on either side, but unfortunately for the kids, the reactions were perhaps not what they hoped they might be, with people calling them a regular Team Rocket, country bumpkins invading Tokyo, and even calling them cute for all gathering on their little push bikes. Legally, of course, they are breaking the law, however, and one lawyer pointed out that, if caught, they could face up to 3 months in prison or a 500,000 yen fine. Yikes. Number 6. Sticking with bikes. It was reported last month that a 51-year-old unemployed man from Niigata City was arrested for stealing over 40 different bikes since 2021. He's been quite busy. And his reason for stealing so many bikes? Well, he basically wanted to Frankenstein his perfect bike using only the best parts from others. Right. He was discovered almost by accident when he was stopped for questioning this April, and police discovered the bike he was on at the time was stolen. Further investigations revealed over 50 bikes on his property, most of them stolen and worth around 1 million yen in total. And despite his claims of wanting to create the perfect bike, these bikes hadn't been taken apart, nor did they find his perfect, or imperfect, creation anywhere on the property. Maybe he's just a really slow worker. I know that feel. Number 7. On June 9th, the 52-year-old president of a temp agency was walking down the street in Kikkawa City, Saitama Prefecture, when he was reportedly attacked by 4 Indian and Nepalese men. They were trying to steal the almost 8 million yen he was carrying, but it was their methods that attracted attention. Yes, it seems the men tried to blind the president by smearing cooking spices on his face. One of the men started working for the president's temp agency in October last year, which is how they reportedly knew that he would be carrying so much money. Seems that particular company pays employees in cash, and this particular day was payday. Although temporarily blinded by the spices, he was able to hold onto the money and put up enough of a fight that the men ran, although they were later arrested. After a short hospital stay, the president's eyes recovered, and the 4 men have since been charged with attempted robbery and assault. Number 8. On June 5th, a man in Isesaki City, Gunma Prefecture, woke up to a rather odd sight. A cow, just chilling in his garden. "I just woke up, so for a moment I thought I was still dreaming," the man reportedly said. But to his surprise, the cow then approached him. The curiosity went both ways, but before long, the cow seemed satisfied and walked off. But where on earth did the animal come from? According to the man, there was a farm not too far away, so the cow was likely from there. How it escaped and why it was just chilling in his garden, he didn't know. But hey, there are definitely worse things you could wake up to there, am I right? Number 9. Looking for a cushy job where all you have to do is stand all day. Well, Nagoya has you covered, as they recently announced they were looking for people to do just that. Or more specifically, they're looking for folks to stand on escalators for 6 hours a day. Yep, you heard that right. Japan is pretty big on its escalator etiquette, although depending on where you're from, it might be customary to stand on one side or the other. To make matters easier to understand, and to ensure everyone follows the rules, Nagoya is looking to hire people for a 50-day gig that involves you, well, standing on the right side of the escalator for 6 hours a day, 4 to 5 days a week. Regular members will get paid 6,500 yen for their efforts, while team leaders get 16,000. While doing this, you have to wear a giant hand that gently reminds people to not walk up the escalators, while also forcing them to stop by taking up the entire space anyway. And that's it. Just ride escalators for 6 hours a day to earn a cool 6,500 yen. Easy. Number 10. And finally this month, on June 15th, the PlayStation Naval Nishinomiya Arcade in Hyogo Prefecture closed its doors for good. But on the final day of operation, an employee noticed a piece of paper sticking out from behind one of the machines. "I was happy when this game center opened near my house. Thank you very much," the note said. The arcade shared the bittersweet image on their Twitter, and readers were also moved by the simple yet sweet gesture. Many also pointed out the usage of past tense, meaning it was possible the person didn't even live nearby anymore, but perhaps returned to leave the note after hearing of the arcade's closure. Somehow, that makes it even more sad, honestly. And that's just some of the weird, bizarre, terrifying, and also kind of funny news that came out of Japan last month. But what about you guys? Hear of anything odd or terrifying, weird or funny? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time.